Hey guys, Jessica here. Welcome back to my channel. It is Vlogtober. I don't know if you guys are doing Vlogtober or not, but I thought it would be super fun, so I'm trying to do a video every day in October. We'll see how successful I am. So in today's video, I'm doing a spooky Halloween tag. Halloween is my absolute favorite thing. So I'm excited about everything fall and Halloween and all of the fun things. So let's get into our tag. So question number one is Halloween celebrated in your country? If yes, how? So yes, Halloween is celebrated in my country. I live in America and it's celebrated in a lot of different ways. In our town, we do a lot more of like the trunk or treating or fall festivals rather than actual trick or treating on Halloween. That has just been something that has grown in popularity in the past couple of years, and we really don't get trick or treaters anymore. But I like to have a Halloween party as well, so I usually have a Halloween party every year. What is your favorite thing about Halloween and why? I love the freedom of Halloween, if that makes sense. Like, I love things that are spooky and different. I love skulls. So just the fact that like nothing is weird on Halloween. I love that. What is your favorite scary movie? So my favorite scary movie, my favorite movie of all time period, is The Evil Dead, the original one back from like 1984. I love horror comedies and it's just like the ultimate. Haunted houses, yes or no, and why? Well, I like haunted houses. When I was younger, I was really scared of haunted houses. I haven't been to one in a while just because there aren't any good haunted houses around here. You have to travel like 2 hours to go to a good haunted house. You either have to go to Birmingham or Nashville or like some obscure town in Alabama. So I haven't been to one in a while. If yes, what is the best one you've been to? Well, I don't know that this would be the best one, but this is the best story I have. So we went to, it was like a haunted prison in Athens, Alabama. And in this haunted house, the people could touch you. And so it was like super scary. Like you would be crawling through tunnels and there would just be like hands like reaching down and touching you, and you would walk past old prison cells and the people would try to like grab you and pull you up against the cell. And in one of the rooms, it was like a medical room, and they would grab somebody from, like they would put a whole bunch of people in there like to put on a show, and they would grab somebody and throw them on the table. But what was funny about it is one girl broke her hand. Like it was like a hairline fracture in this bone. Like when we were crawling through something, I don't know what she did. And like at first she was just like, my hand hurts. And then later we found out that it was actually broken. And I fell like through a hole that people were supposed to jump out of. So we went into that medical room that I was talking about, and they were like, get up against the wall. So I got up against the wall, and I guess there was like a doorway basically where people could like jump out and scare you, but there was a drop off. So like where I was standing was here, and where the floor behind that doorway was way down here. And I just kept going backwards and completely fell down into that hole, like fell just like flat out on my back. And then someone dressed up like Michael Myers was helping me up and asking me if I was okay. It was just really funny. So that's probably the best story that I have. What is the first costume you remember choosing yourself and wearing? When I was a little kid, I don't remember specifically the first one. I just remember every year that I wanted to be either a punk rocker or a vampire. And I think that I was those two things for like 5 or 6 years. I would just go back and forth, and I always wanted to be something where you had to paint your face. So whenever my mom was like, what do you want to be? And I was like, well, it's got to be something where we paint my face. Like, I was never like a princess or an angel or anything like that. What is your favorite Halloween candy? So my favorite Halloween candy would be the Snickers pumpkins. Oh my gosh, those are so good. It's gonna be so hard not to eat one of those this October. What is your favorite Halloween memory or tradition? I guess my favorite tradition would be throwing a Halloween party. I just love decorating for Halloween and having everyone come over, and I like to do it so that you don't have to have any real lights on. I like to have like a murder scene. I like to have like a mad scientist scene. Like I do scenes in my house and it's a lot of fun. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes. What is the scariest thing that has ever happened to you? I don't know. I'm not really scared of ghosts. Maybe I should be. But I used to say, ghosts apparently, they can haunt places, but sometimes they can haunt people. And I used to have a ghost. I'm pretty sure I had a ghost that haunted me. So, like, one of the signs of ghosts are, like, coins being everywhere and crickets. And I used to have, like, that was, like, my mark. Like, there was going to be change everywhere. And just some weird things would happen. Like, I would lose stuff, and then it would be, like, just sitting out on my bed. And at one point, I had a roommate, and she said the same thing. Like, one day she was looking for her nightgown, and then she came home and it was just like laid out perfectly on her bed. Like, things like that would happen. I named the ghost Emily, and whenever freaky stuff would happen, I would be like, Emily, stop it. And she didn't like when we moved, and I moved a lot. But I don't know, eventually everything just stopped. So I don't know if, like, we moved somewhere and she just decided to stay there, or she found her peace. I don't know, but that's my ghost story. If you could be any Halloween creature or character, what would it be? I would be a vampire. I've been obsessed with vampires. I mean, who doesn't want to be a vampire? You get to, like, look hot and live forever. Have you ever played with a Ouija board? Yes, we played with them a lot when I was a kid. If so, what happened? I mean, there were so many things that happened that I can't remember. Like, we used to do, I'm telling you, I've been obsessed with Halloween stuff since as long as I can remember. So when I was a kid, we did a lot of light as a feather, stiff as a board. We did a lot of Ouija board. We would have seances, like, where you would light the candle and be like, if you're in the room, make the candle jump. And then, it would jump and we'd be like, ah. But one of my friends, I think her house was, like, really, really haunted. And there was always, like, weird noises and things happening there. And we would always just ask the ghosts, like, how they died. And one in particular, I think they, like, drowned. But, I mean, I guess that's the freakiest thing, is just us asking them how they died and them telling us. If you had to pick a real-life scary movie to live through, which would it be? So, I don't want to live through a scary movie, okay? Like, I can watch scary movies to be entertained, but, like, I don't want to die. I don't want to be scared in real life. Like, I don't want to feel like someone's stalking me. So, I guess the only thing that I would really, like, be cool with living through is maybe some kind of witch movie. Like The Craft, probably. How old were you when you saw your first scary movie, and what was it? I was talking about this last night, ironically, because I really want to dress up my 2-year-old as Chucky, but it was Child's Play. I was 4 years old. My aunt took me to the movie theater to see that, and it, like, scarred me for life. I was so scared. I don't think I slept for a month. And because I was 4 and I was obsessed with dolls, and so I was just terrified. And the last question is, what is the most unique or creative Halloween costume that you have ever seen? There are so many. Like, people do amazing things every year, and I think that the coolest ones are usually the really simple ones. So it's hard for me to say what's the most creative costume I've ever seen. So I'm just gonna say what the most creative costume I've ever done is. And that would be one year I dressed up as the nighttime sky. So I had, my hair was black and it had like this almost like skunk stripe, like white blonde spot. So I colored that purple and I like teased it up so that it looked like a cloud, and I painted my face like the moon, and then I just wore all black and it had like sequins and glitter on it so it looked like the sky, and that was a really fun costume. So that's it. That's all of the questions from this spooky Halloween tag. I don't really know who to tag in this video, so just if you feel like doing this tag, I would love to see it, and let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.